Hi guys, I hope you're all well. Do a bit of a video here because this month over on the Hey Little Magpie blog, I'm doing a little bit of feature on planners, especially the Me and My Big Idea planners, because they are the planners that I love. I found Planner Harmony, I had spiral bound, I had filofaxes of different sizes, but I have found that this planner is what works for me. As if you've watched my videos before, you'll know that I like a planner that is actually practical. I'm not dissing anyone who does all the decoration and all of that, but I need my planner to work for me. I need it to be practical and I need to be able to use it. So I'm going to just go through, I'm going to separate these into a different series of videos, and I will link down below to the blog post so you can go over and see a few more photos and details. But basically I want to talk through the planners I use, what I use them for, how I customise them, and yeah, a few of the other little bits and pieces and accessories that I use. But above all else really, this is about how I use it to organise. It's not necessarily going to be an in-depth sort of plan with me. There is loads of them out on YouTube, so please do check them out because as I said, there's some fab ones. But I really just want to talk about this planner and how it works for me. Okay, so I'm just going to start in this video just showing you the planners that I have used so far and the ones that I am going to use. So I'll then break down into a little bit of a planner haul in another video, and then some more customization videos. So first up, this is a big old stack of planners. I'm sure most of you know the Me and My Big Idea planners. They are the ones with this bound system, which is similar to the art. I have got all of these from Hey Little Magpie. They have a great range and they've recently just got another new planners in. I know some people in the UK are a little bit put off because they feel they're a little bit too US. Of course we have that problem with a lot of our scrapping supplies, but I have found these planners are the most customisable, and you can, you know, make them work for you here in the UK in your everyday life. So this, first up, this is the planner that I am using now. It is a little bit beaten and battered, but I don't really mind because this is practical. This goes in my handbag, it comes out at work every day, in and out, all over the place, and I love it. I do have a little pen loop on here. This is one of those friction pens. I would say, big warning, I have had work fade if I've left stuff in like a hot car. This text has faded. Of course if you put it back, I think in the freezer or fridge it will come back, but I use this for pending appointments at work and things that haven't been confirmed yet. So that's why I have that pen on here. And this is one of the pen loops. Again, I'll show you some more info on that in the haul. So this is a cover. This came from one of the cover packs. This wasn't the original one that came on my planner. But yeah, so I do like the fact that it's interchangeable. I think I've shared these in a previous video. I have these which are the pockets, and I've just used this to put some family photos in here, because I like always having photos of me. I like to personalise it, and you know, I like opening my planner and seeing my family and my loved ones. So that is there. Then this is onto the planner. I've been using this one since, I've actually been using this one since August, but I've taken the first out because it was getting a little bit chunky for me. But as I said, I also have the bands again. Oops, I've lost one of my magnets. These are the bands that come, I got these from Hey Little Magpie. These are the Crate 365 Mambi Happy Planner bands. And they're great. I use them to hold like my old pages together, especially with this. I use this a lot for work. I have to sometimes flick back because I've made notes and things like that. So I've shared previously, I don't do masses of decoration. This is probably quite decorated because it was getting near Christmas and I had lots of Christmas stickers. So I have decorated some more than others. This was Christmas week, so of course I didn't use that. You have then got monthly pages. I do sometimes add in these little cards. Again, I'll explain these in my haul. But as you can see, I have a mixture of bits in here. Some pages are really blank. and are very practical and have stuff for work. Others just have a tiny little bit of decoration. And I said, this is what works for me. I like putting a little bit of washi tape in, a few stickers, but at the end of the day, I need to be able to write on it, write my appointments, write what's happening. I'm going to be changing up my planners going forward, but I'll explain more of that later. So yes, I'm not going to flick through all of it, but as you can kind of see, some are highly decorated, some are not. So I really like this. I like the disc bound system and how you can easily have note paper that you can pull in and out. But yes, so this is where I'm at with this planner, and I said this has worked for me. I said sometimes I do more decoration than others. So that is how I've used this planner. I also do have one of the pockets in the back here, which enables me to just slip bits and pieces in there. And I also bought the additional note paper. This was the black and white edge one, pre-punched. So I really like that, and I just have it in there for if I'm at meetings or phone calls or something I need to just jot down on. So yes, that is it. I have even have some sparkly tape in there. So that's one of my happy planners. This is my main happy planner at the moment. I then have this one, which I think I may have shared. Again, this was one that I made myself in a way. So this is not a planner that you can buy. This is the small discs, and I love all their discs. Of course, they have the hearts in. So yeah, this is a small disc, and I made this up with a front and back cover, and then the note paper and one of the file folders. And this currently is a little bit underused, this bit. This is my scrapping project life notes. The fact that it only goes to March probably tells you where I'm at with my project life. I've also got notes in here about my American album and what I planned. If you go back in my playlist, you'll see how I plan my travel albums. And then in the back here is my crochet notes, different pattern notes, different bits and pieces that I've stuck in, notes of colours that I'm using, and pattern pieces. This has a lot of paper in, I'm aware of that, but this is, as I said, something that I'm going to grow, and I'm going to adapt this as well, because crochet has taken a little bit over my creativity recently, but you know, I'm using this more as like a kind of creative journal project. So I want to do things I've seen, that kind of thing, and I really love it. This is of course a skinnier size. If I didn't have all these in here, it'd be a lot thinner, but if you can see here between the two different disc systems, the smaller disc, and this is the large disc, I think, or this goes the medium. I think this is the medium disc, and then you get the large disc. I'm not sure if I've got a large disc one here, but you can get expansion discs as well. So that is the planners that I'm using at the moment and how I use them. So as I said, I'm going to be altering the way that I plan next year, and that is going to be I'm going to have three planners in a way. I'm going to have one that is solely just for work. I'm going to have one that is personal to myself, so things I'm doing. I'm also going to do, I want to kind of do like a sentence journal sort of a day. I've done it a few years ago where, you know, you literally just write a paragraph a day. So I'm going to try and do that in one of the other ones, and then I'm going to expand on my creative sort of crochet journal. So I'm going to stop this video here, and then I'm going to go more into a haul and kind of a look around about you know, what I'm going to do. But as I said, I know some people are into planning and some people aren't, so of course if you're not interested in these videos, then that's cool. But if you do want to know more about my process and how I get things to work and how I personalise them, do check out the Hey Little Magpie blog. So thank you very much, guys, and do check back on my load of videos this week. Cheers, bye.